Hi everyone, welcome. Gonna let a little more time go by, let people find me. We're gonna do some announcements and some sharing here before we get into the project, so we don't have to rush into that. But I'm hoping that others can find me here. I'm glad I was able to stream right into our group. Hope others can find me. I think I'm going to start chatting. I like to start on time. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday evening on this dreary Monday. Hope everyone is doing all right. I am excited to get started on my gathering meetings, my team gatherings again. I've missed everybody. And it's been such a crazy year that I've just gotten out of the habit, and I don't like that. So I'm glad to get started again, and we'll have to stay online until, I don't know, until it's time. Hi, Deb, nice to see you. So we will figure it out when everybody will feel comfortable enough to get back together. I'm not going to be pushing that in any way, but it's great to at least get together online. So welcome everyone. I'm not sure who's going to be able to join us this evening, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on some of the announcements I have. Please, if you have any questions, go ahead and put those in the comment section, and I will try my best to answer those. And my plan here is to go over some of the latest promotions that are going on, then to go over my what I got of the new items out of the new catalog, just to share with you, talk a little bit about the new in colors and show you some comparisons so you can kind of get a feel for what the color is. And then finally, we will, okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Lisa. And I am recording this, so I will make it available to those that cannot make it this evening. And then the final thing we'll do is I'll show you this cool technique I found to use up all that DSP that we have piling up in our stashes. So we will get to that last. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Rhonda, nice to see you. All right, let's go ahead and start with some of the basic information and the promotions. I have these here just as a reminder. Cheryl, this is your card kit, the clear cards, and Mary. I don't know if I saw Mary yet. This is yours. Tell me how you want me to get them to you. You've both paid, so they're ready to go. So let me know the easiest way to get them to you. All right, I do have one of these clear card kits left. If anybody's interested, let me know. All right, I wanted to get that out of the way. I like to get my kits into the hands of my stampers as quick as possible. All right, let's talk about a little bit about some of the current promotions. All right, first of all, we have the new paper pumpkin, and it is batter up. We have the one with the popsicles and thing. That one, the subscription day was yesterday, the last day. So that one has elapsed. So this is the next one, and it looks like it's going to be a baseball type of theme for this one. So this one you need to sign up for. If you're not a subscriber, then you need to sign up for this one, but between now and May 10th. Okay, if you like the baseball one. Okay, and it says here that it creates 9 cards and coordinating envelopes, throwback touches of classic colors, pinwheels, pinstripes, and vintage washed paper pieces. That sounds pretty. And it also comes with a ballpark favorite, bubble gum. So that sounds really, really fun. And of course, an exclusive stamp set and a stamping spot. So that one is now open for subscription until May 10th. So that sounds really super cute. And those of you that don't know, the last chance product sale is going on now through May 3rd, and it's kind of get it while you can. Many things are selling out already, so you might want to check that out. You go on your back office, and up at the top there's the scrolling banner, and when it comes up with last chance product sale, just click on that, and you can go right to it, and it will show you what's available. And there is a PDF you can download, and it's tiny, tiny printing. I'm just going to give you that warning if you haven't looked at it already. The products are very, very tiny to read. I had to use my supersonic glasses for those. So yes, this is still going on. There's some great stuff. If there's some things that you love, this is a great time to pick them up. Many of them are on sale. Okay, let's see what else I have here written down. There is a new, and the Silvers in my group should have gotten an email about this. There's a new Silver to Silver Elite program available for those that are Silver, and it's just some added support for people that are Silver wishing to move to Silver Elite. And wait, I copied something I want to show you. I copied it and I forgot to get it off the printer, but this is a great tool here. If you decide as a Silver to get into the program, they have this little, what's a quiz, I guess, a quiz that they want you to take just to find out what areas that you need the most support in. Okay, they have getting started, selling, building your team, leading, and personal development. And then they have, so those are the 5 components of the program. And then based on the results of your quiz, you can decide which of the components that you want to be a part of or work through. So it's a very nice guided program, and I'm excited about it just to see what it looks like. Oh, good. All right, great. All right, so Lisa did get it. So great. Yeah, this is brand new. I love it because it covers everything, and it's, you know, been developed by a lot of the leadership, and it's, you know, really worthwhile if you're thinking about moving up to the Silver Elite. All right, so we have that was another announcement I wanted to make. There's also on the current promotions, when you go on the back, on your back office, and across the top it has current promotions. Click on that. There is also last chance supply items that you can buy. Those are Stampin' Up! Logo items like pens and notebooks and those kind of things, which are really fun to get as far as recruiting tools, or just if you like to have some Stampin' Up! Items around. Hi Deb, glad you could make it. So there's last chance supply items there, and they are very inexpensive. I was looking at that today. So that's something else you might consider. And lastly is the pre-order, and that is going on now until May 3rd. And most of you probably have gotten your catalog. They were sent to every demonstrator this year, which is great. That's the first time that's happened. You usually don't get it until you get your first order, but now they're sending them to all the demonstrators, which I think is a great, great plus. And on your back office, if you go to the pre-order, there is another flyer that has all the things that are available for pre-order. Okay, give me in the comments, let me know what are some things that you ladies pre-ordered. Okay, I'm going to show you my pre-order here in a minute, but I'm just curious what you guys are excited about in the new catalog. So let me know. All right, so this is the catalog. You should have gotten one just through the regular post, not having to come with your order. So let me know if there's anybody in this group that has not gotten a hard copy of the catalog yet. I got my catalogs for my customers, and I have some extras if you guys need them. Okay, so let me know. But yes, the some items on the pre-order are already not available, but it's mostly because of shipping challenges. And believe it or not, some of it is because of the backup at the Suez Canal with the boat that got stuck there, and a lot of things with China and everything. So there are a few items that became unavailable really early in the pre-order. So I'm looking forward to getting the in color 6x6 paper, because I really like to have that early so that I can share that with my customers. All right, let me just show you some of the things that I'm going to be doing as the new catalog opens. You are certainly allowed to take advantage of these. If you are a business builder, you can do something similar with your customers. I am going to be doing a in color sampler card kit. Now, I did this last year and it was very well received. And here, these are the new in colors here. And it's $20. It includes 10 card bases, 10 front panels using the 6x6 Designer Series paper, 10 Whisper White card inserts. Then we have 10 feet of ribbon, 20 in color gems, and then assorted die cuts and things. Okay. Yes, I know. Me too, Rhonda. I got most of them, but I didn't get a couple of things that I wanted because of the challenges with the shipping and everything. So this, I'm going to post. I just got these flyers done this morning, and I'll get this posted on all my Facebook pages and groups, and if it's something that you're interested in. So that's one thing that I am going to be offering to my customers. Yeah, the pansies. Yep, got the pansies, got the hand pinned. Yep, I have some of those that I can share if you haven't gotten all of them already. I'm excited about those. I always think to myself, how can I need another flower set? And then these flower sets come out and they're just knock your socks off. So, all right, the other thing that I'm doing is I'm going to be doing another paper share. I do these every year, and I love doing them. This year, there are 11 new Designer Series paper, and this does not count the specialty foil papers and all those. We don't usually include those. So this is the list of all the papers. You'll get a 6x6 piece of every design from the catalog of those 11. So you're going to get 144 sheets, and I always make a little handmade box to put it in, and the share is going to be $40. Okay, and then I also do a ribbon share. I did this last year, and this was very popular. It's 24 yards of ribbon, and it's only the new ribbons. So there's only 15 of them. There's many more than 15 in the annual catalog, but I just picked the ones that are brand new to us, that weren't holdovers from the last catalogs. So this one you'll get, depending on the length of the ribbon in the catalog, you'll get either 2 or 1 yard of the ribbon. Okay, and that's $20. And then if you buy both the ribbon share and the paper share, then you get a pack of the in color square gems for free. All right, so that is the 3 items that I'm getting ready to make available for customers and team members. So I wanted you guys to have the preliminary look at everything. So that is, I think, all the information I have to share as far as the current promotions going on. All right, so let's go ahead and I will show you some of the items that I got on my pre-order. And first let's start with the bundles, and we'll get to the in colors in just a bit. All right. Okay, now I have not had any time to play with these, so I don't have any samples, sadly, but I will get to that, and next meeting, I will definitely have something to share. All right, this is the hand-penned Okay, let me move this for a minute. And this was a favorite as soon as I saw it in the catalog. And it is a photopolymer set. And here are the dies that come with it. But always the seller for me is the beautiful paper. And let me see if I can show you some of the pretty pieces. But it's like, the paper looks like it was, like the images were drawn with like a black pen and then colored in using paint. Just so pretty. And let me see if I can show you some of the paper. And then they have, of course, they have the back that has the nice neutral or subtle coordinating. Oh, look at that one. That's really pretty too. I love that one. Yes, this is really pretty, Cheryl. Oh, there's purple, gang. Where's my purple girls? That is really pretty. I really haven't even had time to look at this, so I'm kind of sharing with you, but a lot of it's first look for me as well. It's been busy. And there's the back. Look at that. So pretty. That washed off Highland Heather. Ooh, a little more. This has a little purple in it as well. I see some of the new in colors in there. And here's the back. Oops, no, that's the wrong one. This one has the, might be the polished pink. Not sure. I don't know my colors well enough yet. So there's the back. And then here is another sheet. So pretty. Love it. And the back. Nice. Okay. Oh, really? You're going to cut this already? Good for you, Lisa. And here's the last one. Oh, I know. So pretty. So that is the hand-penned suite of products. At least that's all I was able to get. I have to pace myself. You know, ladies, I would like to buy everything on the pre-order, but I need to pace myself. And I'm not sure if maybe these were also, these are called Genial Gems. They might have gone with this one, or they might have gone with the other one I'm going to show you today, the pansies. So there's another one there. Oh, you got yours today. Oh, so fun. I know, it's like Christmas. And let me show you one more. I only got one more to share with you here. I got Pansy Patch. This again is a photopolymer set. I know there's going to be some layering that we get to do with this. Okay, lots of great sentiments here. Love the mixed font with the cursive and the print. And then here we go. Look at all these pansy. This is going to be fun because you're going to be able to make the pansies out of the paper itself, or you're going to be able to do stamping and then cut it out. So both of those, that's going to give us lots and lots of opportunities. And then, oh my, this paper. Oy, 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 look at this piece. Can we have a moment for this paper, please? Look at how pretty this is. Look at that. Oh, a moment of silence. Look how pretty that is. I just can't get over it. And then they have the nice coordinating solid on the back. Here's some leaves, and I know these leaves can be cut out using the dies. Love it. Oh, and there's a little bit of a check on the back. Always love a good check for the summer. Oh, look at these pretty. These have some of the new in colors there. I'm not really sure which one, but I'm hoping to learn really soon. Yes, I know. I love it. I was thinking to myself, please, no more. I can't buy any more flower sets. And then they do something like this, you know? Look at this. Now, I know these can be cut out with the dies as well. I know these are good. Oh, and look who just pulled up to my house. A UPS truck. Oh, it is a good day today, girls. And then this has the little polka dot on the back. Isn't that so pretty? But I know there are die cuts that can cut out all of those. And let's see, here's another. Oh, so pretty. pretty. And then a stripe. I like that. Boy, this is going to be a great set to dig into. I can't wait. All right, and lastly, we have this pretty one with the pansies. And another cute little check on the back. So isn't that awesome? I love it. So those are the two bundles that I got from the pre-order because I didn't want to go too crazy. So if you have any questions about those, I will answer. I know we do. Here he comes. So, yep. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the in colors now, gang. All right, I have a little picture here if I can find it. Here are the in colors if you haven't seen them yet. These are the in colors for the 2021-2023 season. All right, we have Evening Evergreen. Okay, let me show you. I found these online. This shows you how Evening Evergreen kind of compares to some of the green shades we already have. Okay, so I'm thinking that's pretty dark. It's a little gray. Okay, so the Evening Evergreen is very much like an evergreen tree. The dark kind of a Christmas tree, the grayish green, little bit of blue in there as well. So that's a good way to kind of look at it and kind of compare it to colors that we're much more familiar with. All right, our second one here is the Fresh Freesia. Freesia, I think that's how you say it. All right, let's compare that to some of the pinks we already have. I think that is this one. Yep. All right, so there is the Fresh Freesia, comparing it to some of our other pinks we have. It's kind of pale. I'd love to see how it compares to Blushing Bride as well. I'm sure they're a little bit similar. Okay. So that is the comparison with the Fresh Freesia. And those are some great colors to complement it as well. All right, let's go back again to our main screen here. Pale Papaya, I love this one. This one we had, a few years ago, we had something similar. I think it looks a little bit like a creamsicle. And here are some colors to kind of compare it to that we already have. Okay, this is the Pale Papaya, and comparing it with the Pumpkin Pie, the Calypso Coral, and the Mango Melody. Okay, so there are those comparisons there. Another nice subtle. Okay, very close to Petal Pink as well. All right, so let's go back to our main group. We've got a couple more to do here. The Polished Pink. Okay, Polished Pink. Let's compare those to some of the other pinks that we have. Okay, it's a little more bright. Okay, it's kind of a light melon mambo magenta madness combination. And then the Flirty Flamingo has a little bit more orange. Okay, so that's a good way to think about it. It's kind of leans more toward the red than the orange. But very, very, very pretty. Love it. All right, last of all, we have Soft Succulent. And let's compare those here. That is like a dark mint macaron. As soon as I saw it, I thought about the mint macaron. I think it's really kind of close, but it is a little, oh, I don't know, is that a little less green or a little more, I mean, a little less blue or more blue? I don't know. It's very close, but it's a nice, nice coordinating color for all these greens. So that is the Soft Succulent. All right. So let's go ahead and I'll show you some of the other products I got. Now here I have gotten a pack of cardstock in each of the in colors, and I always put them in these plastic pockets, and I use my label maker and give them each a label. and then I remove the old ones and put them somewhere else to use up. But I have these all ready to go, the colors here. Okay, I like to keep them in and keep them protected for that. So those are all those colors. And then of course I got all the ink pads. I have not got the reinkers yet, but I will certainly get those. So here, these are all the ink pads that go with it. And then let me show you, I have all the ribbon as well, and this ribbon is really pretty. Here, let me open the Pale Papaya. I haven't even opened this yet, but I just want to show you the texture of the ribbon. If I can get the plastic off here. There we go. Come on, plastic. Don't be messing with me. But when you look at the ribbon, it's the center of it is kind of sheer, and then the sides are more solid. So let me, oh, come on. There we go. Boy, it was having its way with me tonight. All right, so here it is. Let me just show you the texture of the ribbon. And remember, the ribbon, I also include 2 yards of it in my in color card kit, but you can see here that the center of it is sheer, and then you have the sides that are a little more solid, and that's how all 5 of the rolls are. They have that same kind of design and texture. So really, really pretty. Yes, I agree with the bow tying. Okay, when you get a nice sheer soft ribbon, as Lisa's saying, it ties bows very nicely, and they're nice flat bows, and they don't make such a problem with trying to send the cards. But yes, I agree, Lisa, it does have beautiful, beautiful tying. All right, last thing I have here, actually 2. I did get the blends because I just love the blends. And I did I think I posted this earlier in the year, talking about how I label my blends. I just do like abbreviation. So these are soft succulent, so I just do SSL and SSD. And so when they're sitting in the holder that I can tell, I was trying to match them up by color, but the caps don't really match what the colors look like sometimes. So I was having a rough time with that, but I got all the blends. Let me lay them out here. This is the light and the dark evening evergreen. That looks really almost gray there. Oops. And here is the pale papaya. And soft succulents, and polished pink, not Polish. I almost said Polish, light and dark. And then here is the last one, the pretty fresh freesia. So yes, I got all the blends, love the blends, very excited about starting to color with those. So I got those in my order as well. And lastly, I bought a pack of the In Color Jewels, just little gems. They also have the square gems in the In Colors, and those are the ones I give free if you buy both the ribbon and the paper share together. So these are the In Color Jewels, and those I think are called square gems. All right, I think that's just about all. I did grab because I'm a baker's twine person, this essential pack of baker's twine. This is pretty nice. They give you a pack here that has crumb cake, whisper white, very vanilla, basic black, and gray granite in the baker's twine. I love that. They seem to have a limited amount of baker's twine every year, but this is a nice pack and gives me lots of colors, so I like to add the baker's twine to a lot of my cards. So that is called the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. That's another good one. And then the last thing I have here, I couldn't resist, are the little bumblebee trinkets. I love the little dragonflies, so I was not going to let these pass by. So these are little bumblebee trinkets, and they were available on the pre-order. So that's all my pre-order stuff. I didn't get a lot, but I got enough to play with for sure. Okay, any questions about any of those materials? I'm excited to get started, and as soon as I start creating, I will definitely post on our page. All right, is everybody ready to do some crafting? Okay, so if you have your materials and you're ready, go ahead and get those out. Let me talk a little bit about this, how I came across this. I just was thinking about all the paper. I was thinking about all the paper that I still have from the old catalogs, the mini and the annual catalog, and I wanted to make some cards using it. And was there a way that I could do this in a efficient manner? And I've always seen the one sheet wonders and all that, and I like those, but they never really were something that I went and looked for, because some of them were very, very complicated, and I just felt like it wasn't worth doing. So I came across these kind of by accident. When you get in there on the on Pinterest and on YouTube, you kind of get down in that black hole and you never get out. But I found this lady, and her website is called Call Me Crafty Owl. Not owl. Call Me Crafty Owl. And she is on YouTube, and she also has a Facebook page, and she has a blog, so she is everywhere. And she's the one that got me excited about this, and she calls them a sheet load of cards, which I think is hysterical. I just think that's the funniest thing. So I have been doing lots of them, and I will share some of my other ones shortly. But let's go ahead and look at the PDF that I sent you online, the PDF that you downloaded. But this is the format that she sends with every one of her sheet loads. And she brings out a new sheet load every month. And what's exciting about it is that you can go on, if you participate and make a sheet load of cards, you can go on her Facebook page and find the album and put your cards into it. And there's all kinds of different designs and things based on the basic design that she sends out. And it's really fun. And you can actually kind of become a contributor. And if you're a contributor, then people will come to your blog and look at your design as part of the process. But I just love this. I've downloaded several, but it goes back at least 2 years, and she does them every month. So there's bunches and bunches that you can download. So the first page kind of gives you the supplies and the dimensions and everything that you're going to need. And then it gives you the basic design of the card. And she encourages you to, do whatever you want. This is very basic. If you would rather have a circle there, you can have a circle. It's just a starting point. So that's what she does. And then the second page, she gives you more specifically exactly the ways that you're going to cut your paper. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have most of my stuff here. Now, I have not cut it, so if you haven't cut yours either, that's good, because then you can kind of cut along with me. If you've already cut, you can just watch. If you don't have paper ready, you can just watch and hopefully get an idea of how to do it and do it later yourself. Okay, so the first thing I want to make sure I have are the A2 card bases. And I'm using this paper because Lord knows I have a lot of this left. This is from Celebration. I love it, but I bought way too many packs, and I know I have a paper problem, but I thought this was a great one to choose. So you want to choose 3 pieces that coordinate pretty nicely. Okay? Then you want to make sure your card bases coordinate as well. I chose the Seaside Spray, and I have 9 of these. So you want to make sure you have your 9 card bases folded and creased and ready to go. Please pop up any questions that you might have. So I have 9 of these, and I love the way she lays it out, because if you are a visual learner, which I certainly am, I do much better than trying to read. And you can watch her, you can see her visually here on her handout, and then you can watch her YouTube channel as well when she goes through the process. So it's just, she's great. She's great. So there's the 9 card bases I have ready to go, Seaside Spray. All right, let's cut the DSP next. All right, so I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and you want to look over here, and this is how we're going to cut it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to notice where I can find a cut line that goes all the way across the paper, and that's where I want to cut first. I don't want to cut this one or this one or this one, because they stop at a spot, and that's going to be very, very confusing. So you want to make sure you pick a line, a cut line that goes all the way through to the other side of the paper. And you can actually cut all 3 of the pieces together, and I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to just stack them on top of each other. If they do have an orientation, I would probably, want it to be how you want it oriented, like this, before you get started on cutting. Okay, all right, I'm going to cut that first one. I'm going to turn the paper on its side, and I'm going to cut at 5 1/4. Okay, so that's that first cut there across that goes straight through the paper at 5 1/4. Okay, so there's the 5 1/4, and now I'm going to go ahead, let me bring this in. I'm going to cut at 4 and 4 again. So it's going to make 3 pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. So there's 4. So there's 3 of those. Okay, 1 of each. So you're actually going to have 6 of these. Is that 4? Yeah, 4. And then you have 4 at the end. All right, so that's all cut up, that first section here. Okay, so I've cut all 3 pieces of that section. Okay, now the next part here, we're going to cut, these are cut at 4 1/4 by 3 1/8. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut that 4 1/4 first. Now these, you're going to have a little bit of excess paper when you cut this. So there's 4 1/4. And then we have the 3 1/8. The 0.125 is just like 1/8. Okay, 3 1/8, 3 1/8, 3 1/8. So you're going to have a little bit of paper left over right there. Okay, so those are all your 1/8, 3 1/8 width. Everybody doing all right if you're following along? So that's my second pile. Lastly, we're going to do these. These are going to be cut at 1 3/4. This is that piece along the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to cut these at 3 1/4. 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. All right, so now we've got our 3 different sizes of paper. I'm going to get rid of this so I don't get myself mixed up. So here's the smallest piece, and this is the second medium-sized piece that we did second, and then here's the first. All right, now we're going to go ahead now, and we need to cut the coordinating cardstock. Okay, these are the color, this is the color I picked for that. This is the petal pink. And right up here on this paper here, it shows you how those should be cut. Okay, again, I'm going to cut here on this line, which is the 4.5. I think that says 4.5. 4.5. 4.5. Okay, and this is 2, so I'm just doing them all at the same time. And then this way it's going to be 3.25. Hope everybody's following the template there. And it's making sense what I'm doing. Let me know, give me some feedback to make sure I'm making sense to everyone. Okay, now you're going to have this little section left from the top. All right. Okay, this is the bottom. So we're going to cut it at 3.25. These are the last section right here, the 3.25 by 4.5. So we have 3.25, and we turn it this way for 4.5. So we needed a few extras of this panel, so we had to cut them out sideways. All right. Then we have a few of these little banners, and those are cut at 2.5 by 3/4. Okay, so this is 3/4 inch here. So 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and that's only 8. So we need one more, and we're going to cut that out of this piece of paper here. Okay, so that is 3/4 and 2.5. So that is all the cutting. I'm hoping that's making sense to everybody. Let me know. Okay, so let's take a look at everything I have here. I'm going to take the cutter away. Okay, so look at your cutting guide here. We've got all this paper cut. We've got the cardstock cut. We've got our card bases. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the last thing, which is making the 9 little sentiment panels. Okay, so let's bring it in one more time. I'm just going to lay it right on top here. Get these little guys out of here. All right, these are cut at 2 by 2.5. So I'm going to cut across. It shows me here to cut 2 3 times. So 2, 2, 2. Okay. Give me a heart or a thumbs up that you're able to follow along. And then I'm going to take all 3 of these pieces, and the length here is 2.5. So they're 2 by 2.5, and that's going to give us 9 of these. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. All right. That is absolutely all the cutting. Okay. All right. Now let's get started on putting these together. All right. Now let's go back to the front page, and it actually tells you which of each of the pieces that you cut goes where. Okay. So I'm going to put one together and show you how I do it. Okay. I'm going to start with my card base. Okay. Then the next piece we're going to include is our largest panel, and that's going to go right here, and you'll notice that it's just the right size, and it's going to give you the border around the edge. Let me get my seal here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some seal on the back. So this piece is going to go right, let me see which way I like it, this way. So once you have all your paper cut, you kind of can make your piles, and then you can just charge through and make all 9 cards pretty quickly. Here, I'm going to take a little bit of glue. This little edge stayed up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Oh, that didn't come out. Let's try this one. I know Rhonda's cut. Is everybody following along and doing okay? All right. Maybe you're not commenting because you're cutting madly, trying to stay up. Don't worry. Remember, this will be recorded and you'll be able to see it. All right. All right. So there we went. We put our first piece on there. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab one of the larger pieces of the coordinating paper. And now you don't have to do this, although she did this in her design. She went ahead and she rounded the right-hand corners of this paper. Round this one a bit better. There we go. And then she took this piece. Now remember, you don't want to have the exact same, so you can either turn it over or you can choose one of the other colors. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to have to. What's so great about the Stampin' Up! Paper is that there's designs on the front and back, so you actually have a lot of different combinations you can do. All right, so there is that paper, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to the cardstock. And if you look at the picture there, she has that the cardstock, the Designer Series paper, it goes all the way to the left. She does not leave a border on that side. Okay, so that's that. Okay, then you're going to take one of the smaller ones, and I'm going to stick with my stripe here. Okay, grab my, okay, and now that piece is going to go right down here. Okay, remember, it's going to go all the way over against the side. That's a little too long. Gotta cut that off. Went a little too long there. All right, so there is that panel. Okay, now I'm looking at my picture here. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this panel now to the front of my card right here, like that. Okay. All right, everybody's doing good. So far, so good. And then I'm going to put this, and again, it's over against the side. No border around it there either. Okay. All right, now we've got 2 more elements to add, and that is your white piece, your basic white piece, and then you have your little flag. Okay, now this is where it's fun because you can kind of pick whatever color you want as far as their ink for stamping. You can choose, go into your stash and find any stamps you might want to use, and just makes it super, super easy. All right, I'm going to use one of my favorite sets for sentiments, and that is the Peaceful Moments, but you got loads in your stash as well, I'm sure. Okay, so you can go ahead. I'm going to make a thank you card. So I'm going to use I'm using with mine the Night of Navy. Couldn't think of it, duh. And I'm going to stamp it right here. Okay. And now you can put that right on I'm going to use my seal, put it right here on my card. And then here's my little flag, and you guys can cut it in any way you like. I'm just going to go ahead and cut my little tail on my flag. You can leave it the way it is with just the flat end. It's kind of whatever you like. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some seal on the back here. And then this is going to go right here on the front of the card. All right, now there are ways that you can fill in the white here, okay? You can use gems if you'd like to fill in with some gems or rhinestones or let's see, what else could you do? Ribbon. Okay, you can also, since this is a floral theme card, I can grab my flower punch, and I have some paper here. These are all the coordinating colors. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a, let's see, I'm going to make two, this one and this one. Okay, so I'm going to make two of these. So you can grab your flower. I think nearly everyone I know has this cute little flower punch. This is a great way to add things to the front of your card. But that's what's great about these. They're really just a starting point for you to go from. And then I have the tiny little 1/4-inch circle for the centers. And then I can use these adorable little flowers to fill in some of that space as well. So there's all different things you can do. If you would rather have a round sentiment, place for your sentiment, do it, okay? Just what you have. That's what I love about these. It's a chance for you to use what you have and feel excited about some of the stuff that's been laying around, okay? We want to make sure we're using everything we have, and this is a great way to use up that paper and to just use the punches and the stamp sets that you already have in your stash. So there's no need to go ahead and buy another stamp set. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just kind of turn up the little edges of my flowers. Then I'm going to grab a glue dot. And I'm going to put these little flowers on here. So they really add, I love these little flowers. I've used these a lot. And they just add a little bit, especially if it's a floral card. And just give it a little bit of a touch there. So that's my first card. Okay? Anybody have questions about that? Just seeing how everybody's doing. I don't think I'm going to, I'm not going to make all 9 of the cards. I don't think I need to do that. I think you guys have it figured out. So, I'm not going to finish up all 9 of the cards. But this just gives you an idea. And what's so fun about it is you're going to be able to rotate the different patterns that you chose. That one will be the big piece in the back, and then the other 2 will make the smaller panel. So it's just fun. It's super fun. So now I have, even though I'm not going to do it in front of you now, I've got all my materials ready that I can sit down probably in the morning. And I can go through very, very quickly and make 9 cards that quickly, okay? And you could also leave your sentiment square blank and until you find out, you know, what type of card you need. That's another way that you can put them together and just leave that sentiment blank. But it's just a great way to use this paper that we have, and it's so gorgeous, and we just want to make good use of it and get some cards out to our loved ones. So anybody have questions about how that sheet load goes together? I want to show you a couple other sheet loads that I did. And then that will be all for this evening. Okay, let me go ahead and show you. Here is another sheet load that is actually the exact same pattern. Okay, this is the pattern from, let me see the date. This is the one you have in your hands. This is the February 2021. Okay, so that's the one we use. So this is the one we use this evening, and that's the one I used with all that extra strawberry paper I had. Now, what did I do here that's a little different? I did a circle instead of a square. Okay, but it's basically the same exact design, but I did a circle instead of a square. So that's really up to you. Whatever you want to do on your card, you can make it a circle, a square, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so that is another one of the same exact design. Now let me show you some different ones I have, and then I will let you go. Okay, let me put this down here. Okay. All right. This is another great one I found. This one is from November 2020. And if you have trouble finding out, yep, the circle looks nice too. That's what's great. You've got those circle punches. You can use those and just change it up a little bit. Now this one does have a circle. This one is from November 2020. And just if you have any trouble finding her website or her downloads, please let me know and I will direct you to the spot. But I shared this with Mary a couple weekends ago, and we are both totally hooked on it. So this was another one from November, and I had a lot of the mail paper left. I can't even remember the name of this paper, but I went ahead and I cut all the paper, and this made 6 cards, and I made these cute little like masculine cards. I made 2 of them that said thanks, and this one is a happy birthday. It's hard to find those masculine cards when you need them, and I thought this was such a great design for a masculine card. So I used the paper. Oh, can somebody help me with the name of this paper? And then I picked and I made some happy birthday, and I made some thank you, and these will be great for any males that I need to send cards to. So I just thought that was a great. Now you could also use it with a floral and get another wonderful effect. That'll look totally different. That's what I love about these templates. You use different paper and the card looks totally different. So that's great. Now here I did use the circle, and I loved the 3 little gems there, but I actually decided to put them right under the sentiment instead of around. Yep. Yep, I agree. And you can get people well suited. Thanks, Mary. And these would be great for beginners. Okay, if you're getting together with some of your friends and want to do cards, these would be great. You can cut all the pieces and have them ready to go for when they come. I actually work at New Hope Ministries, and the director there wanted to make some cards on Friday. So I took one of the sheet load templates and cut everything up and took it all, and we were able to make 24 cards in a very short amount of time. But it just is a easy way to come up with a design. Sometimes our brain just can't come up with a new design, and we just need a little help. And this is a great way to do it. All right, so that is from November 2020. And then the latest one was a mini Slimline card. You guys know how much I love the Slimline cards. Okay, and this is a mini Slimline card. This one actually fits in the smaller envelope. You know, you have the business size envelope, and then you have the smaller envelope. So this one, I'm wondering if they have here that it says the size of the envelope it goes in. I'm looking. But this one fits in that. And this one actually makes 10 cards. And I used paper, and this is the cutting template, and I used paper from the art set. Help me with that. I can't think of it. But yes, so I went almost directly with exactly how she set it up. And this is what I came up with. Okay. Aren't they pretty? And they're the smaller cards, so you could make an envelope, or they fit into the smaller business envelope. I don't know the name of those envelopes that you can get at the office supply store. Okay. So, yep. So that is another, I didn't make all of them. I only have about 6 of them here, but really super simple. Once you get your paper cut, it's really easy to put them together, and you've got lots of cards to send. All right, so this is the most recent, April. Okay, on the 1st of every month, she puts a new sketch on her website, and you can download it, and then she loves if you make them, take a picture, and then she has a spot on her Facebook page where everybody, an A8 envelope, I'm told. Okay. Yes, good. I'm glad I got a good idea for everyone. I have never heard of an A8 envelope. Thank you, Mary. So these fit in those. So that's another great slimline size. And but she puts these out once a month. And there's a spot on her Facebook page where you can even upload yours, and then you can see other people's. And they're not all Stampin' Up. She's not a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so you're not going to see all Stampin' Up paper, which makes it more fun. Kind of gives you some more possibilities to look at. So that is all I have for this evening. I hope you enjoyed that and will make your own sheet loads of cards. Please contact me if you have any trouble finding the website, her website or her Facebook page, and I can direct you. And please post on our group page here if you do make any of them, because I really do think it's a great idea. If you need lots of cards, like Lisa was saying, for the church ministry, this is a great way. And it makes you feel better that you're using up the paper and it's going for something good. So thank you, ladies, for joining me this evening. I had fun kind of seeing you all. And I will be back in touch for next month. I want to try to do it again next month. And I think we'll go with the second Monday, of the month. See if that works for everyone. And next month, I will be showing some of the new items, some samples from the new Stampin' Up catalog, particularly the pansies, and what's the other set I have? The hand penned, whatever. Oh, see, I need to learn these. And if you are interested in any of the shares, please let me know. If you need more information about any of the shares, watch. I will be putting up all that information on my Facebook pages and sending out emails within the next few days. So thanks again for joining. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I will go ahead and put this recording on my YouTube channel so that you can grab a look at it if you want to again. So take care. Hope everyone is well. See you next week at Stamp of the Month. Take care. Bye-bye.